Scott Bywood here. And the other day, someone asked me a question on LinkedIn. How do you find the one client, like that client who's worth a six-figure sum to you? And it sort of got me thinking, because really you can't control this process. It's all about optionality. And what I mean by optionality is you don't know where things are going to come from, but the more lines you've got, I saw Tim Hyde do a video about this, one of Dan Kennedy's stories, the more lines you've got out, so rather than being a fisherman who's got one line out in the ocean trying to catch the fish, if you've got 10 or 20 or 30 lines out in the fish, there's much more likelihood that the one is going to actually bite that line. So let me explain a few different ways that I've gotten the one type clients in the past. So one was I just made a direct phone call to a client, and I sent some samples of my work out. And then it was probably like 9 months later, I got a job. I did a good job on that. And then I got this ongoing project I've had for 10, 12 years now, where I actually write subject lines for, just subject lines for email. So that's one example of getting the one. Other ones, it's like I got a referral, which was through a depth of relationship, which happened, and then another referral came off as a result of that. And then through that, you've got the one type of client. So it's hard to know where they're going to come from, but that's why we need to be using optionality to our advantage, and not just social media. So this is an example of social media where you're building, putting videos up, building brand awareness, that sort of thing. But at the same time, we can be doing direct mail or Google AdWords, or we're getting different fishing lines that are out there to, so different bait in all sorts of different places to catch all sorts of different fish. So that's my thoughts on finding the one. And I would add to that is always do amazing work, because when you do amazing work, then what happens is word gets around and you start to get more and more referrals coming your way, and that's more likely. For example, I got a client recently directly through a referral, and they have the potential to be the one client. So it's all about maximizing optionality and doing amazing work.